Social media is the platform of engagement in modern times. It is characterized by fast internet-based networking, where millions of users connect and communicate with each other through various of social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube, and the new one now, TikTok. I am for sure that all of you have been all these at least WhatsApp. This situation due to the growth of increasingly sophisticated technology which is driven by internet, smartphones, computers, tablets, and so on. Students are one of the social media users. Instead of using social media as a learning education platform, they are most probably use it for fun. Yes, I admit it because I am student too. 20% of internet data for education while 80% for YouTube or Netflix. But as a student, this is one of the way of us to release our pleasure in study for a while. It is because a good healthy mind can help us be more enjoyable and focus on our studies. Even though we as a student use social media for the fun in releasing our pleasure in studies, but it still has a limit too. Social media can be more friendly with you if you are use it in the right way or wisely. But social media can be more cruel than Hitler if you are wrongly use it. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Miss Lidiawani and all my classmates. So today I would like to persuade all of you to be more careful in posting any kind of posting on social media without knowing the truth. As a student especially, you should not to open too much thing on social media as it will bring negative impact if it is out of the control. There are 3 tips for the student to be more careful in posting any kind of posting on social media. Let's begin with the first thing. Firstly, student must be careful in posting to avoid from destroying self-reputations. Nowadays, social media has been a part of our life until some of us feel like losing half of their life without social media, even if just for a few seconds. Why I'm saying like this? Because everything we do and happen in our life, we're likely to post it on social media. For example, making the blog video or displaying photo about our lifestyle, vacations, cooking, educations, and so on. I admit that some of the posting might be to share something that can give a good information or positive vibes for others. But do you know that oversharing your posting on social media can destroy your self-reputation by yourself? Distortions of self-reputation is not small matter to deal with it, especially among the students. According to Philip Cohen 2014, social media is the platform that can make anything you post there quickly go viral. If you make a little mistake on your posting, it can quickly spread across social media like the fog and shatter your self-reputations. For example, you have a night party at the club with your friends. For sure, at this time you will be busy to take the pictures with your friend at each time and then run for keeping updating about the night. However, you do not realize that you are too excited sharing your activity until you have been post inappropriate photos. In the photos, you are drinking the alcohol drink while wearing a shirt that under your college name. This is not a good sign when the situation like this happen, especially among the students. It can get a big negative impact on your current study and also future soon. It's because you're oversharing your posting without realizing that you bring your college name together and get bad reputations. As the current situations, you expose to yourself, lost your scholarship on your studies. Then when you use the reason of not having any scholarship, you cannot continue your study. So, how can you get a better job for yourself? I know I have no right to dispute about one's sustenance. But the thing now is, the student will be more harder to find a better job for them when they have a bad self-reputation plus we not having enough qualifications of education. Most of the employer will look first your background, which is from here we determine whether you have a good self-reputation or not before they offer you a job. A good self-reputation of applicant is the most important for the employer in order to accept the applicant as their worker that can give positive benefit for their company. So I think you definitely want to know more about the thing that must be careful in posting on social media. Besides, students should not publicly your privacy as they will lead to be attacked by a stranger. It is the common thing that people always make mistake in their posting until they lead themselves to be attacked by a stranger. The first mistake in sharing your privacy is when you share your current location public to social media. Social networking platforms use smartphone application and location-based service to enable people sign in at their current location by Cohen 2016. By using this function, the user is able to share their current location to all online community that have connected with them in particular social media networks. The good side of this function is making people easier to trace someone in trouble or get missing. But this function can also become bad if people that are looking for you is actually malicious people. In addition, informing online community where you are or where you are going might end up attracting bandits, rapists, and criminals to your home. Based on article, criminals use social media in choosing their victims by Katie Weather 2012. In September 2010, police in Nassau Police Department say they busted a burglary ring in which the three suspects attacked Facebook users who had shared their current locations. They committed more than 50 break-ins while the residents were overseas, and when the suspects were arrested, the police seized more than $100,000 worth of cash. Next, sharing your privacy publicly on social media helps the hacker's job more easier. If the business person more people to do online business than offline business because it is more easier and not really tired perhaps. So same goes to the criminal. The online criminal nowadays known as hackers, which is they use social media to look for their victims. The information you need such as your birthday and email address have been provided by most of the social media platforms today. Hackers aim to collect their victim personal information that are available on social media. They use their victim personal information like email address to get simply access all the information they needed legally. For instance, by clicking the forgot password button and then attempting to recover the password via email is the most common tactic used by hackers. Once they have access to your email address, they essentially have access to all your personal information. Actually, I have a lot of things more to say on this point, but as we have no extra time to drag it, so I should give a space for the next point. Lastly, students should not make others labeling your posting as something that's showing the threatened violence. Threatening an individual or a group of people in any situation is extremely serious. Even an animal's entry to an unknown site full of strangers will raise red flags. Bob 2012. As we can say right here is cyberbullying. The use of technology to harass, threaten, embarrass or target another person known as cyberbullying. Cyberbullying often involves image, message, or page that are not taken even after a person has been asked to do so. In other words, it is something that shared online and is supposed to hurt, threaten, or offend someone else. Intimidation or mean comment that focus on topics such as gender, sexuality, sexual identity, ethnicity, or physical difference classified as discrimination against the law in many states. This assumes that the police could get involved and the bullies could face serious punishment. Cyberbullying can be especially harmful and upsetting because it is generally hidden or impossible to track down. It is often impossible to manage because the victim has no idea how many people have read message or post. The victim will be taught non-stop and they will be end up the problem with suicide if it is out of the control. It's because they think by end up their life is the best solution in solving the problems. So, do you want, instead of being a student, at the same time you have another title for yourself as Silence Killer? In short, for my speech, you all have known why we must be careful in our posting on social media. As conclusion, we have already talked about 3 things for the student to be more careful in posting any kind of posting on social media. Firstly, students must be careful in posting to avoid from destroying self-reputation. Secondly, students should not publicly your privacy as they will lead to be attacked by a stranger. Thirdly, students should not make others labeling your posting as something that showing that threatens violence. Social media has changed our lives so much. Our life become more comfortable, and social media is very useful tool for us in the 21st century. They might help us improve our life. However, we need to know how to use them. If we can use social media smartly, having social media is going to be a positive change for us. Hopefully, after this, all of you, especially among the students, be more aware about the impact of making uncomfortable posting on social media. Thank you.